the updates that you want to see on YouTube.
Hello, good morning. Good to see some of you. Formula, but there isn't one formula, but there isn't one. If I may say very honestly, I've been in this business for a while. I've seen so many. Sometimes it's just the most unexpected sort of come together. But at least from YouTube, what we know we can control are things, tools, ideas, strategy that can pass to you so that you're able to make your journey a lot better. And I want to share with you something that we have sort of announced. It's a host of stuff, plenty of stuff, to show you a commitment to the platform, to show a commitment to the creators like yourself. And we've announced this is the third year in a running, and it's announced by our CEO, Neil Mohan. And it's an event called Made on YouTube. And when we do this event, it is with one goal in mind, which is the creator. I want to ensure that the creator has the right tools to succeed on the platform. Now, some of the tools that you see over here may be available in the Philippines immediately. Some of them may be available in real time. So all of them have sort of like a timeline that will come to it. But like, be assured that in real time, this will be available, and these are the things that you can expect from the platform. And I'll be around, so if you have any questions later on, like, I want to know more about this, I want to know more about that, please grab me and I'll be more than happy to share some of my thoughts. But I want to share very early on how YouTube was starting to think about the business, right? We had 4 big bets starting in 2024. I think we announced this in January. And one thing that we announced, which is the biggest buzzword in the industry, is AI. We know that everybody's talking about AI. We know that AI will come in like take over take over the world, but that's not true. But what we believe in is AI will really transform and transcend creativity and some operational work. And we gotta find our footing in where YouTube plays in all of this. Number 2 is creators today don't behave like a creator anymore. What do I mean? A lot of times we see creator today creating extremely high level, high quality content that's made for TV, right? And if you know this, television is the fastest growing screen for YouTube. Not your mobile, right? Mobile is growing, sure, mobile is like 50-60% of whatever it is, right? But if you take a look at your own analytics, television is actually growing really quickly. And this lines up very perfectly to say, creators today are next gen studios. And the third thing is, you see, 2 and 3 is sort of related, and the next thing is really creator economy is fundamental to us, it's foundational to what YouTube does. We make money, we want to ensure that you make money at the same time. We want to give back to creators and
Hello, Ismael Tavares from Brazil.
All of you are today, it's really the fundamental of
Nice
how
to see you
this platform will succeed. So it made on YouTube. In September, October 2024, we sort of announced a bunch of stuff. But it's really around the same theme. So you see our ideas and our actions are basically intertwined. And we say, hey, YouTube's success is diverse. How you make money can come from many different parts and ways, right? You can make money from typical programmatic ads. You can make money from brand deals. And how do we recognize some of those and make it easier for you is one part. Number 2, it's AI is the future of creation. And I'll show you a bit on how we think about it. And last but not least is, while we're creating content, while we're putting ourselves out there, not we, like you are putting yourself out there, because I'm not so much a creator, but we want to be responsible at the same time. We want to ensure that what we say, because what we say holds a lot of weight, right? We want to say the right things, we're being inclusive, we're diverse. We can have differences in opinion, but we're a safe platform. And that's why advertisers come in. That's why brands want to work with you, because it is a safe platform for everyone to consume. Now with that, I want to go into the first topic on creation and what we have announced on creation. The first thing is Dream Screen and Video. Now what this is basically an AI video generation model that's coming to Shorts, and you are able to create videos just based out of prompts. We've done a couple of demos on this. We've done like, hey, a panda drinking coffee, and you see a panda drinking coffee. You can say, hey, someone in a Filipino traditional suit doing this, doing that. All of that will happen. Now, are we the only player in this space? No. Right? But this is going to be built in within YouTube, and you're able to start doing this combined with other things like green screen and whatnot to start creating videos.
Nice.
The next thing, and this is coming very, very soon, it's called inspiration. Now, all of you, we've spoken about AI a little bit. Now, all of you have had assistants, like brainstorm ideas and all those kind of stuff. Now, what this is this is going to be built within YouTube Studio itself, and it's able to look at YouTube historical data. For example, it will suggest, say, if you're a food creator, that hey, maybe there isn't enough lumpia's recipe on the platform. Not true, but like if it is, then it'll tell you, hey, why don't you try and create a recipe for this and try and twist it another way. All of this is done via the prompts, and it will brainstorm ideas with you. And what's amazing, if you look at the one on the right, it actually gives you, say, script ideas. It gives you thumbnail suggestions. It develops title suggestions for you and a whole lot. What used to be done by 5 people, right? Today, it's all done via AI, by your own, in your home, and that's now being translated. And one more thing over here is 3-minute shots. It's one of the most exciting. We hear you, right? You've asked, say, like, hey, 1 minute is too short. 1 minute is ultra short, it's not shorts, right? So what we've done is, October 15, we've announced 3 minute shorts on YouTube. What it means is now you're able to create, and everything that you have after October 15, which is vertical, 3 minutes long, will now be categorized as shorts. And there's different things that we'll announce as well, which is you're able to then now obviously remix content from other creators. You can allow your content to be remixed so that other creators can use your content and create new content. It's a whole bunch of things. But also on the right, you see something called trends. You're able to look at what's trending on shorts. You're able to create those trends and recreate those trends that fits your purpose and your use case. Big update coming to community. Now, community, how I think about it is really.
Good morning, Wilhelm de Guzman.
Now, typically, if you think about the past or current even, right? How do you engage with your audience? Some of us are fortunate enough, we hold like, hey, fan meet day. For myself, we visit a small cafe, we engage with how many people? 20 people? 10 people, right? But we want to change the game a lot, and a lot of these conversations in community are usually happening on a comment section platform, right? Comment section is where all these discussions are happening. Sometimes good, sometimes opposing, but it happens on the comment section. If not, it's done on Discord, it's done on like all these different sub-platforms and third-party platforms. The first thing we're doing is a platform for fans and creators called Community. So think about this as when you're a creator, there is a sub-page.
Nice.
Remember community posts that we have with currently? What this is basically it's a community tab within your main channel where
those who are watching,
do
you want shorts from our
they come into your
YouTube
platform
channel.
and they can share ideas, they can give you suggestions, and all those discussions are happening on like sort of a forum-like experience on your channel page. So extremely exciting, and this is what viewers will sort of like start to see. Not so much for you. For you, it's basically keeping that discussion healthy, clean, and you want your fans to be able to engage not just with you, but with one another as well. Then the next thing we're announcing is Community Hub. Now this is
We have a
creator
Pokemon
view.
master here.
Basically, what it does is, it is a back-end studio view that lets you manage your community a lot faster, a lot more efficient. There'll be things like AI reply for comments, for example. So that, you know, your basic comment like, hey, first, cool, right? So those are the kind of things that you can sort of do, and you can filter your replies and all this kind of stuff. But really, it also tells you who are your top fans. It gives you a creator spotlight, tells you who are engaging with you, who's leaving comments to you, 20 videos, 30 comments, and all those kind of stuff. And you're able to then highlight them, reply to them directly, and all those kind of stuff. It helps you manage your community like a community manager. Now you may have a manager in your channel to help you manage this, but really what this is it gives you a view that you never had before on the people who love your content, who engages with your content and work on your content. Now this is extremely exciting. This is something we call hype, right? What this is basically is, think of this as a fan-made leaderboard, right? So basically what will happen is every user will have certain amount of points. It's like voting for American Idol, kinda, right? Where you get certain hype points where you can vote for creators that you like, okay? And once you vote for them and the community votes for them, the last 7 days, there is a hype leaderboard, right? 1 to 100. And once you get into this leaderboard, you get featured. It's basically like praying to the algorithm gods, right? And then they put you up there to ensure that you have like the right discovery. So there are multiple ways for audience, for viewers to discover this. They see this on their home feed, but there will also be a new explore feed that we will launch, which means you go onto the left-hand side of YouTube and you see explore, you have gaming, you have film, you have news. Now you have a hype sort of leaderboard. And it will show you like what ranking you are. That's when you are engaging in your community. And that's why we built the community before this, right? Is to really help you engage with them and help them rally on your purpose, your success and all those, and that's ongoing. But there is a caveat to this, right? Before you come and hunt me down and ask me about this, right? It is meant for smaller creators. When we say smaller creators, that creators 500,000 subs and below, right? And it's to help them grow, right? If everyone million creators, anyone of you in the room, right? That's gonna be like that is always them on the leaderboard. It's no fun that way, right? Next is auto dubbing. Now, caveat also, I just want to preface by saying there's no Tagalog in here yet, right? But what's going to be announced is we've announced, say, English translation into Portuguese, English translation into Spanish, right? And this is
no Tagalog.
All it does is, remember our Auto CC on YouTube? I know it gets a bit clunky at times, but this is basically a version of that. Right? So what it does, it takes in English and immediately translates them to a different language. Now we're launching new languages soon, and this will continue to expand. But we're launching with Italian, we're launching with French in the coming quarters. I don't know if we can play the team of this on the right hand side. Are we able to do that? I'll just show you a quick sort of like preview on like how this is. Internet is a challenge. Maybe I'll walk you through. I can't probably do the video, but like it is basically a Portuguese creator, and he's speaking in Portuguese, and
I always thought it was called espresso because it comes out fast. But no, the word espresso comes from pressing down hard because it's made under pressure.
So that's a snippet of it, right? But what it does is you listen to the intonation of what he's saying. What we've launched is something called expression, right? So it takes the intonation of the original speaker and then it projects the same excitement, the same anger, for example, the same stress in the voice. And we try to emulate that in the language that we do. So that's on auto dubbing. Next, now here is where things get a bit real, right? While we talk about content and creation, the fun part, and we talk about community, working with our fans, but really being creators, sometimes this is our livelihood. This is what we do for work. This is basically how we're supporting our family, supporting people around us. So we're also thinking of creating and creation as a business per se. And what this really means is, how do we make money? How do we ensure that you're able to have a sustainable creation journey as you go into this? One thing we announced is jewels and gifts. So this is not going foreign to you, right? These are on live stream donations of different sorts. So we're actually gaming up PDG, paid digital goods. There are different goods right now, different products right now that your fans will be able to give it to you. And in return, you get a certain credit, and the credit gets translated into actual cash, and then you're able to bring it out. So you see a lot more work from YouTube coming into this space where live is becoming more and more important. Because why? We see a lot of live growth coming into the TV platform as well. Both vertical live, horizontal live are equally going to be important. So that's going to be one part that you want to pick up. This. Don't hold me accountable, don't record me, please. But something that has happened in the region, we've heard this, it's called the shopping affiliate program. Now as creators, how do we sort of sell stuff? We've always started with first party. We've had our first party merch store. Some of you have Shopify store, you can connect to your channel, right? Some of you sell them and like, hey, it's in this link below. Go click it and buy it and support me, right? But what we've done in this region particularly, right? If you look at, I'll just talk about Southeast Asia as a region. We've recently announced our partnership with Shopee, and we've launched it in Indonesia last month, and this is so new as 6 weeks ago. And then we launched it in Thailand, like maybe 4 weeks ago, and then 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago we launched it in Vietnam. Philippines. I have no idea, right? But don't hold me accountable for it. What I want to say is, I want us to be ready when the time comes. Because like shopping affiliate program today, a lot of people are mistaken, a lot of people are sort of confused, right? Because they say, hey, I'm not a live stream shopper. I don't go live and say, hey, buy this is today only, tonight only, $8 discount, or whatever it is. But I'm not that kind of creator. I'm just a creator who have content that sits on my platform. And I have some brand deals, and how do I work on shopping? Shopping is a lot bigger than that. Shopping is about tagging, for example. It's about relevance in tagging. Say today you're creating a content on product review on the next phone that's coming out. Imagine being able to tag that phone onto your video and to be able to bring the audience to an end-to-end journey to purchase. That's what it is, right? It's volume tagging. Sure, some of you are live stream sellers, which is great, and like I can't do that. It's a special skill sets altogether. But this is going to be the game changer next year when it comes to monetization and how you think about money, how brands work with you. It's really going to transform. Because when's the last time any of you buy anything on Shopee? Probably this week for Black Friday. Probably last week, right? Think about the potential that platform or marketplace like that, or even Lazada. I'm not saying Shopee, I'm saying Lazada, Amazon, or any of these platforms. Like purchases happen, and you want to be part of that consideration as you go. Living room. As I said earlier, TV is the fastest growing device to YouTube, right? So what happens on TV today? Any of you use YouTube and TV religiously? I do, right? I watch YouTube and TV, but what I watch on YouTube is pretty selective when it comes to TV. I watch long form. I don't watch 3-minute video on TV. No, but it's a pain point, right? When I watch the latest Kappa Familias drama or whatever it is, right? I'm looking at today's episode, but if I want to go to the next episode, I need to find it next year. You start seeing transformation on how content is and what seems to get, right? Imagine you're watching an OTT platform. I don't want to say on the big net something, right? You see all these seasons and episodes laid out for you, right? Whenever we're planning to do that and bring that experience on YouTube, right? So when you're creating a season, for example, you have a travel log that goes to, say, Bali for 7 episodes in 7 parts. Today, you're able to categorize that. And as an audience and a viewer, I can watch part 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, episode 5, 6, 7, and so on and so forth, within an experience that people can find the content. How amazing is that, right? And then we'll also bring in a host of different things, right? Like you can find there's previews to the video, there is like a link link to the full video on your phone, you can send it to your desktop. There's also things like, hey, shorts on TV, now you can, because sometimes for us, shorts is a snippet of a long form, you're able to now connect that and you're able to watch the long form from the shorts. It's really, I don't know how many of you watch shorts on TV, but apparently a big part of the world is actually doing that. So yeah, all of those experience is going to be
Kinig ng
transformed
source
and
na
come to
diretso na siya.
be really exciting. Yeah, that's really the last thing. There's a bunch of stuff. I hope you all are as excited as I am. But this really tells me one thing, right? It shows really how we think about creation, how we think about creator, how we think about business as a whole, and how creator is really the centerpiece of this entire relationship. And with that, I want to pass over to Jeanette. But thank you very much. You hear me from across the day again. I will speak again soon.
Thank you so much for watching. This is will be my first live. I just want to try it. Thank you so much. We will try to do live
Now, the
soon.
next segment,
See you.
we're going to delve into a very interesting intersection between music, creativity, and also the ever